united by poverty but not in politics. Like other Kenyans, Kibera residents are divided. The upcoming elections are the closest contested polls in Kenya's history. Never have the stakes been so high and the nation so divided. Jane Wanjiku sells fruit in Kibera and she's disillusioned.
Kikuyus are voting for Kibaki and Luos are voting for Raila. Kambas are voting for Musyoka, and all this is because of tribalism.
More than half of Kenya's population live below the poverty line, and these elections, one might think, are about improving the living standards and conditions of these people. They are not. These are political battles being fought along tribal lines. Policy has taken a backseat. The candidate's ethnicity is the primary election platform in Kenya. Here, the two main presidential candidates are dressed as elders of two of the country's tribes. It is their way of endearing themselves to the communities. These people were displaced following ethnic clashes in which some of their neighbors died. With just days to go to the polls, victims of tribal violence are nursing their wounds. In some areas, political violence has now overtaken disputes over land as the main cause of hostility. The displaced will now have to vote in temporary polling stations in places where they have taken shelter.
But the problem is bad, we have to admit that. Especially in a situation where an election is really not being conducted on the level of issues or level of performance or level of ideology, is purely on the level of ethnicity, it gets pretty bad.
On the campaign trail, Daniel Arap Moi, the man who ruled Kenya for 24 years, hunting for votes for his successor, President Mwai Kibaki, within his Kalenjin tribe. While campaigning for Kibaki, Moi didn't venture out of his community in the Rift Valley province. This, just 5 years after leaving power, has been attributed to tribalism. Ethnicity in Kenya divides the people but will influence the outcome of the elections. It is up to whoever wins to unite the nation and make Kenya a real democracy. Mohamed Ado, Al Jazeera, Nairobi, Kenya.